Nietzsche said the most common lie is the one you tell yourself. But here's what he left out: once you master that lie, everyone around you learns to tell it too. By the end of this video, you'll know the exact behavioral signals you've been sending that taught the people closest to you that honesty is dangerous around you, and you'll have a concrete way to reverse it. You punish honesty without realizing it. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations that a man who cannot hear truth without flinching will never be told it again. Think about the last time someone gave you honest feedback, your business idea, your relationship, your appearance, and you got defensive, went cold, or changed the subject. They noticed. Everyone notices. Human beings are wired for social safety. The amygdala processes social rejection the same way it processes physical pain. When someone tells you a hard truth and you react with anger or withdrawal, their brain files that away as a threat. Next time, they take the easier road. They smooth it over. They tell you what keeps the peace. You trained them to do that in one conversation. Your tolerance for bad news signals how much truth you can handle. Carl Jung called it the persona, the mask we show the world. But there's a second mask, the one other people put on when they're around you. If you've spent years presenting yourself as confident, certain, in control, people will protect that image for you. Not out of love. Out of habit. A manager who never admits uncertainty will have a team that hides problems until they explode. A man who never shows doubt will have a wife who stops bringing concerns to him years before she leaves. People calibrate their honesty to what they believe you can metabolize. If your track record shows you handle uncertainty badly, blame, shutdown, dismissal, they stop bringing uncertainty to you. Your projected strength becomes a wall that keeps truth out. You've made it more comfortable to lie than to tell the truth. Machiavelli observed that men will forgive the death of a father sooner than the loss of their inheritance. The point isn't cynicism, it's incentives. Look at your relationships and ask, what does someone gain by being honest with you? What do they risk? If honesty costs a person a fight, a lecture, a week of silence, or your approval, and lying costs them nothing, they'll lie. Every time. The fed-up partner who says I'm fine for the 100th time isn't weak. They've done the math. Behavioral psychology calls this negative reinforcement avoidance. When telling the truth reliably produces a painful outcome, the brain routes around it automatically. You don't even have to be a bad person for this to happen. You just have to have made honesty consistently more expensive than dishonesty. Your need for validation has turned your relationships into performance venues. Kierkegaard wrote about the crowd, how the need to belong destroys the individual. Scale it down. If the people around you know, consciously or not, that you need to be seen as successful, right, admired, or strong, they will perform for that need. Friends tell you your business will work. Partners tell you the argument was their fault. Family tells you you're doing great. Not because it's true. Because you've communicated, loudly, that the alternative is losing your approval. Viktor Frankl survived Auschwitz by finding meaning independent of external validation. Most men haven't had to find that, so they remain addicted to the performance. When your emotional stability is visibly tied to how others see you, people around you unconsciously take on the job of managing your ego. It feels like support. It's actually a cage for both of you. They can't be real with you, and you can't get real feedback, which means you never actually know where you stand. The fix isn't demanding honesty, it's making honesty safe. Epictetus, a man born into slavery, had no power over what others did to him. His entire philosophy was built on controlling his response. That's the lever. You cannot force someone to be honest with you. But you can systematically remove the cost of honesty. When someone tells you something uncomfortable, your job is to stay regulated, not to perform gratitude, not to overcorrect, just to not punish them. Do that 10 times in a row and watch the quality of your conversations change. The self-sufficient man isn't the man nobody lies to. He's the man people don't feel the need to lie to. Emotional regulation is a signal. When people see that you can receive difficult information without destabilizing, the social math changes. Honesty stops being a risk and starts being an option. Over time, the pattern reverses. Not because people became more virtuous, because the environment changed. You changed it. 3 things to take with you. 1. Every time you punished honesty with anger, silence, or defensiveness, you sent a clear message and people listened. 2. Your emotional reactions are a policy. People read your policy and behave accordingly. 3. You cannot demand truth from others while making truth expensive. The path back is not confrontation, it's regulation. Get stable enough that honesty costs nothing, and people will stop lying to you not because you asked them to, but because they don't need to anymore. If this hit close to home, subscribe. We drop one of these every Tuesday and Friday. No fluff, no motivational filler. Just the stuff most people won't say out loud.